Claressa Shields is now the first boxer in history to become a two-time undisputed four-belt champion. She decisioned Savannah Marshall in the toughest bout of her career. Shields and Marshall headlined the biggest fight card in women's boxing history. But of all the fights on the card, their bout was the one with the most history. Not only was this Shields' chance to unify all four belts at middleweight again, Marshall handed Shields the sole loss of her boxing career, amateur and professional, way back in 2012. This was her shot at vengeance, and she believed she was now the better fighter.
And you better than me? How? You cannot live off something that happened 10 years ago. And we both been pro 5 years, sis. I'm a 12-time world champ. Oh my God.
Right.
Stop.
Where are we at now?
Stop.
After conquering America, Shields made the decision to chase down the fourth belt. She flew to England to face Marshall in Marshall's backyard, as if to prove she wasn't afraid of anyone.
Call me David in the Lions Den. I'm gonna walk out with her. I'm gonna walk out with her head just like this. I'm not worried about Savannah Marshall. I came over here. I'm a star in America. Don't get it twisted. I didn't have to come over here.
The hard-hitting Marshall also wasn't afraid, possibly because she had 10 knockouts from her 12 victories, compared to Shields' 2 from the same amount.
If you land on someone, you head them.
If you land on a bum, if you land on a bum.
What? And that means
If
you
you
can't
land
get
on a
knocked
bum.
out? Means 'cause
Have
you
I been
can't
knocked
go-
out?
I'm not talking about you.
The rivalry was building at the weigh-ins, and Shields was heating up. But it wasn't just Marshall in her firing line. The British boxing fans copped a spray from the American Gwoat, too.
I'm gonna win at all costs, but I am gonna drop Savannah Marshall tomorrow. I'm gonna hurt her tomorrow. And everybody who talks about all this punching power and all that stuff, it's not gonna mean nothing tomorrow. She got her little cheerleaders here. Ooh, boo. Do it. Y'all gonna be crying tomorrow. Y'all gonna be crying tomorrow. Y'all gonna be crying tomorrow. Yes.
Shields came on strong in the first 5 rounds, but Marshall rallied and had Shields unable to see from her stream of heavy punches. It was a thriller from start to finish, and Shields' unanimous decision doesn't do justice to how close the historic bout really was. And in the co-main, Alicia Baumgartner unified the WBC, IBF, and WBO junior lightweight titles. She edged out a split decision against Mikaela Mayer in what became one of the more fiery rivalries in women's boxing history. After months of back-and-forth arguing, the two American champs couldn't stand to be around each other, and security couldn't afford to let them get too close. At the weigh-ins, it almost went pear-shaped. Both came in on weight and on point, but it was clearly a mistake to let them stand face-to-face. When Baumgartner shoved Mayer, Mayer lashed out with a kick in retaliation, which was no big deal for the Olympian.
He started pushing me back, so I didn't have any arms because I have 3 belts, so I had to use my leg.
Baumgartner pressed the pace in the early rounds, not letting Mayer find her groove until the 4th. After that, it was an incredibly close affair, with 2 judges scoring it for Baumgartner, while the other had Mayer winning by 4 rounds. In men's boxing, the former heavyweight champ Deontay Wilder made his return to the ring in the most Deontay Wilder fashion possible. A brutal first-round, one-punch knockout of Robert Helenius.
The heavyweight division is nothing without Deontay Wilder, and that ain't trying to be cocky or trying to be, boastful. That's just straight facts. Who do it like I? No one, and I got people that I love, and I got people that love me, around me. So, long live the king, and I can't wait for the next one.
Wilder was making his in-ring return for the first time since losing his final trilogy bout against Tyson Fury last October. He chose to face his old sparring partner Helenius for several reasons, but mainly because of where it places him in line for a title shot.
The reason I agreed upon this fight, because he's been on a winning streak. He's been looking great in his fight, and this is for the WBC Eliminator. So, if I'm gonna be in it and come back in it, why not fight the best, and why not, fight for something worth fighting for,
The biggest change for Wilder was a noticeable drop in his weight. The bomber came in at just over 214 pounds, significantly lighter than the 231 and 238 pounds he came in at for his last two fights against Fury.
Start of my career, I always have been a smaller heavyweight than a lot of the guys, but my power has always made up for any weight that I needed. That's why I've been able to stay at the top of the class in the heavyweight division. So this time around, I just wanted to be where I'm mobile, hostile, and agile, where I'm comfortable, where I'm more happier at. And this weight is where I'm happy at. I can get everything that I need to see the greatness out of me.
The tactic worked. With just seconds to go in the first round, Helenius came forward with a combo. Wilder picked his spot, landed his right hand, and Helenius never made it back to his corner.
My heart goes out to him, and I hope he's doing okay. He can be able to go back to his family, because this is a tough business that we're in. This is why I tell people, you gotta respect all fighters. You know, people always go about worrying about records and all this, he lost, or he's a bum and all that. Well, you get your bum in there then.
What's next for the Bomber should be a shot at the WBC title, except that belt belongs to Fury, who he's fought 3 times and lost to twice in his last 4 outings. Getting that bout anytime soon is highly unlikely. A bout with the other champ, Alexander Usyk, on the other hand, could come to fruition. The WBA, IBF, and WBO belt holder wants to face Fury for the undisputed title, but he's also expressed interest in beating all the top guys at heavyweight. That definitely includes Wilder.
I'll be very surprised if he stick to his word. You know, I'm a man of my word. I abide by principle, morals, and goal. They say that if you don't believe in something, you'll fall for anything, and I believe in something, you know, so we'll see what happens, and I'm gonna keep Usyk to his word. You know, we will be calling his team, you know, and whoever his handler is, and we're gonna see what's up. And if he a man of his word, what a hell of a fight it would be.
And in the lightweight division, Devin Haney once again defeated George Kambosos Jr. by unanimous decision to retain the undisputed title in an even more dominant display of skill and power than their first outing. It's like Kambosos knew he only got the fight due to his rematch clause and came out more aggressively, but Haney made him pay. The American landed 114 power shots, 45 more than their first bout, and he's only getting better. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you want more fight sports in your life, just hit the subscribe button.